Sifu Tom here. Welcome to Qi Gong Quick Start number 2, all about Dantian. So some of you may have already seen the video number 1, Qi Gong Quick Start, and in number 1, I want to get you start doing Qi Gong as quickly as I can, so I didn't fill in a lot of details. So now, to do Qi Gong a little bit better with a little bit more knowledge, we are going to explore a concept called Dantian. Before we do that though, let's just quickly talk about Qi Gong. Qi Gong translates roughly from Chinese into Qi, life energy, Gong, work, so work for life energy. The Chinese in the past believed that we are animated by this Qi, and this Qi is actually used in all of the martial arts in Chinese, also Japanese martial arts, and also acupuncture. And there are such things as Qigong healing, which we will discuss sometime later. But let's just stick with Qi and Dantian right now. So, what the belief is, we have this Qi or life energy that we want to flow in our body. And there is actually a storage point for that life energy, like a battery. So that storage point is what they call the Dantian. And the Dantian is located if you put your index finger right at your belly button. Go down about three fingers, somewhere around there, and directly in the center of your body. Now that's where the Dantian is. So right in the center is an imaginary point, but if you really look at science and physics, it's probably the center of gravity of your body. So roughly that's where the Dantian is, and it becomes a very important point because this is where your energy is stored. So you want to build this energy up as much as possible, because they believe that if this energy runs out, this Qi energy run out, well then you're done. So in order to keep going as long and as healthy as possible, you want to replenish this Qi energy. And you can do this by, of course, practicing Qi Gong. And many other exercises will do that for you as well. So here we are concentrating on the Qi Gong. So now we know where the Dantian is. 3 fingers down, somewhere directly in the center of your body. You can just imagine that point is around where your center of gravity is, right? So why is it so important? So the first thing is we talk about breathing in the last episode. We want to breathe in and breathe out steadily. Well, now there's another catch. So to make Qi Gong work even better for you, you imagine that you're breathing in to the Dantian, and you're breathing out from the Dantian. And what I like to get everyone to do is learn how to do natural breathing, like a baby. So if you watch a newborn baby, when he or she is breathing peacefully, you will see that when they breathe in, the stomach kind of rises a little bit, and when they breathe out, the stomach collapses a little bit, right? And if we learn how to do that again, because we have forgot as we become adults and get older, I'm not quite sure why that is. Anyway, so when you breathe in, you expand your stomach. When you breathe out, you collapse the stomach and push up your diaphragm, okay, naturally. So natural breathing. So let's practice a few of these. Okay, I'm gonna back up a little bit. Here's my Dantian, right? So you can probably lightly hear the gong in the background. Okay, so we'll wait just a few seconds. Breathe in. Breathe out. In, expanding the stomach. Out, pushing up the diaphragm. In, expanding stomach. And out, pushing up the diaphragm. Okay, well, you can practice this on your own at home using the gong I have provided in some other videos, or just look at Quick Start number 1. But that's not all of it, right? So that's for breathing. So breathing just to build up the energy in the Dantian. Second thing, this is more physical than mental, because the breathing is more mental, right? When you are doing the movements in Qi Gong, and as a matter of fact, most martial arts and a lot of sports, you actually want to move from the inside out. You'll see why. So let's just take my right arm here. I'm going to move it to my left, right? Nice and smooth. And you can see that it is a pretty smooth movement because I've been doing this for a long time. So you say, okay, that's cool. That's how I would do it in Qi Gong, right? Well, okay, you can do that. And it works. But not as well as if I set my arm. I think of my Dantian first. And I said, I'm going to move my arm from the right to the left. But I'm going to move my imaginary Dantian first from the inside. So I'm going to do this. Inside. And then making the waist move. And then the torso, the shoulder, and the arm. So now I'm going to do it to the gong, right? So on the next gong, move the Dantian first, and move the Dantian back. Right, so move. And back. So this is can be demonstrated in the movement of cloud hand, where we're moving a puff of cloud from one side to the other. So I'm moving my Dantian, my waist move, my torso move, and then my arm just move naturally. See? It is not that I'm moving my arm. I hardly move my arm. My arms are moving up and down for this. Right? So another movement that uses this is holding the ball or holding the moon. So holding the moon on the right side. When the gong comes, rotating from the inside first, inside out, and rotating back. And again, the arms are not doing that much of a movement. It's the Dantian that makes the move. Let me back up just a hair more so you can see actually the legs movement. So starting here, and hip move, and back. So this is how holding the moon is done, right? Then just to demonstrate even further, punching. So you have your hand out. To punch, you rotate the Dantian first, pull in the hand, and extend the other hand. So, and back. So these are the way to move properly for Qi Gong and most martial arts. And it turns out, when you learn to do this, if you engage in any other sport, for example, golf or tennis, you actually do the same movement. Well, thank you very much for listening, and hope to see you again soon in another episode. And meanwhile, remember to embrace the cosmos.